Well, it looks like Donald Trump has really screwed the pooch on one of his major campaign promises that, of course, a month or so ago he had already walked back, but unfortunately for him, not only is he not able to bring grocery prices down, but apparently they're also skyrocketing in just the last week. The price of eggs, according to new reports, has increased by over 37%. 37% on literally the main item that was in all the headlines running up to the 2024 election. People can't afford eggs. Donald Trump specifically mentioned the price of eggs while he was running for office. You know, he had that whole little table of props, but eggs, right? Eggs and milk, those are the two big ones. And the price of eggs has increased 37%. In fact, there's already photos going around social media with people showing egg cabinets in grocery stores that say limit 2 per customer and prices above $9 a dozen. Yeah, kind of represents a pretty big failure for Donald Trump, right? Now, I know conservatives are probably out there thinking, but Farron, he's only been president for like 4 or 5 days now. Obviously, this is not his fault. Well, let me go ahead and correct you on that, okay? Because once he was sworn in as president of the United States, every issue in this country became his issue. That's how that works, right? I mean, remember when President Biden got sworn in and we were already dealing with significant supply chain issues, but the moment he was sworn in, all of those issues left over from the Trump administration became his issues, right? And it wasn't actually due to his policies that we had the supply chain problems, but Republicans all said it was. But that's what happens. Once you take over, all of the problems in the country become your problems. So obviously, right, Trump campaigned on this. He's going to do something about it for sure, right? Again, absolutely not. And if anything, the few policies his administration has put in place in the last few days are actually going to make the problem worse. Because here's what's happening with eggs across the country right now. We've got bird flu. It's that simple. We have bird flu here in the United States. 1 human being has already died from it last month. 67 other confirmed cases. But more importantly, it affects poultry. And as is the law in the United States, if you have a flock of chickens and 1 chicken tests positive for bird flu, every chicken that one has been exposed to, every member of that flock gets killed. So even if it's only 1, they've been exposed to all the other ones, so bye-bye birdie. And so far it's estimated that millions of chickens have had to be killed because of bird flu here in this country in just the last few weeks. Obviously, fewer chickens, fewer eggs leads to the shortage that we have right now. So again, asking yourself, but how is that Trump's problem? Glad you asked that. On Tuesday, the acting director of the Department of Health and Human Services paused the release of regulations, guidance documents, and other public documents and communications from all U.S. health and science agencies. Which means they know the bird flu is out there, they know what it's doing, yet they have paused any and all scientific guidance papers from their own department. They're literally telling us we're not going to do anything. That is now our policy, to not do anything, to not issue guidance, to not issue regulations. So the Trump administration's approach to this problem is let's just bury our heads in the sand and, maybe natural immunity will take over, right? Just like they had hoped with COVID. This is their problem. They are making it worse. And as usual, Donald Trump can't seem to keep a single promise that he made to the public during his campaign. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.